the 26.
Personal foul. Keeping. Receiving team.
Clipping, I know from your
here because it puts them at such a disadvantage. They can't protect themselves, and you're always fortunate if you don't get hurt and when one of these calls is made.
Palmer's got two tight ends on the field for this snap. 1st and 10. The give out of the eye, and it's Jordan there to meet him. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. The Redskins come out in the nickel.
Right now, 18.
Palmer standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. The Redskins defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. And Fitzgerald's got it, and a first.
When you see defenses playing man-to-man coverage, what they are saying, we are going to force the quarterback to make an accurate throw. Well, that time, that was accurate. That's why they got the completion.
1st down and 10. Ellington's going to take the handoff now. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. I know they want to come out and establish the run, but, boy, this defense right now is not bending.
They're doing a good job so far, the defense, but on the offensive side, stay patient, keep pounding that football, and hopefully you can wear this defense down as the game goes along.
They've come out in the dime package.
Get ready. 18.
2nd down and 8. The defense gets a sack.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times. When he's under center and when he drops back, he takes his eyes off of him. And what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
3rd and long. Ellington on the screen. Ellington is tackled down.
It's 3rd down, Jim. You expect the team to throw the football down the field past the chains to get the 1st down. No, they catch them off guard. They throw a screen pass. Nice execution, and they get the 1st down.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Palmer's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The Cardinals get a 1st down.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now, because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick score. So on defense, you better play safe.
Gets about 4 yards that time.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Here we go. Blue 58.
The Cardinals have it at the 39. They call his name again.
Ellington's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a 1st down.
Brown's a receiver in the slot.
Get ready. Blue 58.
Now 1st and 10. Handoff made. Hatcher's in on the tackle.
The days of thinking you're just going to rush the passer, those days are over for defensive ends. Yes, you have to rush the passer, but you got to be able to stop the run. That was a great job that time.
The Cardinals doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. This has been a long drive so far.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Gets the handle here. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. This will be a field goal attempt from 45 yards out. The kick is good.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way, even though it's early in this game, and you make the other team come after you.
Robinson's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Griffin's coming out now. What a job he's done this season avoiding interceptions. Ranking in the top 10 for quarterbacks for the fewest interceptions. Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. And Morris has got it on the handoff. A look at the Redskins offense. A week ago, they had no ability to hold on to the football, giving it away 4 times. After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. The Redskins line up in the pistol offense. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. And now, here's the Cardinals' defensive lineup. Their strength, their ability to stop the pass. The Redskins facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were not up to the challenge. Griffin's got it in the gun. Throws the pass. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
The defense did an awesome job that time. They had the right defense call, and that time the defender almost picked off the pass. Good job by the defense.
Peterson's got a chance this time and picks up maybe 3 or 4. Palmer's going to be leading the offense once again today. He connected on over 60% of his throws last week. They face 1st down. Double tight end formation. Ellington's handed the football. Shakes off the hit. Jordan's is an animal on that play. Now the offense comes on the field for the first time today. They put points on the board in bunches last week, and I'm sure they think they can do that again today in this one. Ellington is in the backfield. The Cardinals from the 27. They'll mark him at the 29. Here's a look at the Redskins defense. What a bunch this is. 4th in the league when it comes to sacking the quarterback. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. The Cardinals have it at the 29. Shrugs off the first hit.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up 1st downs in these type of situations.
Waves his arm, and he's going to make a fair catch. First down on the way. The defense comes out in the dime. And Morris is going to secure the handoff. And Morris is stopped there.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Redskins coaching staff was upset with how the game went last week. Today, they still trail, but it's been a much better effort here, Phil.
The coaches back these players into the corner after last week's game, and they got to be happy with the effort so far here today. That's a touchdown. Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. First down here. And Fitzgerald's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Screen. He makes the catch. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Palmer's going to take it from the gun. And Fitzgerald is brought down.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
A reception on second down, but not enough for the first. Third down. Carson Palmer takes a look down from under center. Ellington's going to take the handoff now. Brought down at the 44.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, I think, in the NFL now is third shortest run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
Offense lines up here. The Cardinals have it at the 44. Ellington's got it on the handoff.
Cardinals offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
And Fitzgerald's lined up now as a slot receiver. Floyd's got the catch and the first.
Well, when you get a couple first downs, it just gives you such great confidence. It makes everybody relax. And I always say this, when you're a relaxed athlete, that's when you play your best.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Palmer's back in shotgun formation. Sticks to his hands. That brings the play to an end.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
Here we go.
The Cardinals have it at the 24. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
Number 38, get the score. No gain on the play.
It's third down coming up. Offense lines up here.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide.
Palmer standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Nice tackle.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
Blue 58.
First and 10. Play action. Looking to the right side and throwing. Almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted, and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Let's go. Let's go. Wide 18.
Second and 10. Has his target. Clark's all over the ball carrier.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing a football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
On the way, 3rd down. Marching down the field and taking their time. Setting up screen. Got the completion.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The kick is good.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Cardinals getting ready to kick it away. Jackson's going to run this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense heads on to the field. They've come out in the dime package. 1st down and 10. It's Garcon. Garcon's met at the 30.
The Redskins did a good job there on 1st down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Morris lined up in the backfield. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Morris is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Offense lines up here. Now 1st and 10. And Morris is taking the handoff. And Washington's there to make the stop.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Griffin's setting up now in the pistol. The Redskins have it at the 39. Takes it again. Picks up about 5.
Well, anytime you're talking about a successful run in the NFL, the running back is going to be a big part of that. Breaking tackles, but this time it was just the vision of the running back. He picked the right hole and picked up some nice yards.
Griffin III will have it in the pistol. The Redskins have it at the 44. And Morris is handed the football. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Well, everybody talks about the pass in the NFL. When it's 3rd and short, you got to man up and be tough and strong. Nice job that time by the offensive line. They let the running back get in there and pick up the 1st down.
The Redskins snap it at the 31. Pulls it in. Credit Darrell Washington with that tackle.
When it's man-to-man defense, what do? It's you against the receiver, and that time the receiver won. Also a nice throw by the quarterback.
Griffin's lining up in the pistol. 2nd and 6. Handoff by Griffin. Haluz tackled down after a gain of 10.
Boy, there's nothing like a draw play. It just catches the defense by surprise, and running backs, they love it because they know they have a chance to get some easy yards.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 1st and 10. Right back to him. Washington in on the play. The Redskins have fallen back on what they do quite well, and that's run the football. And Morris is near the top of the league in rush yards, and he's showing why today.
It is hard in the NFL to run the football like this every single week, but here we are again, and they are getting it done.
Dropping back 3. Robert Griffin to 3rd. Washington in the end zone. Touchdown.
When you look back at every single game, especially on the red zone, That was an awesome job by the offense. They found a way to score the touchdown.
Sean Sweezum readying his team for the kickoff. And he runs it out to about 27 before he's taken down. They come to the line, and it's first down. Ellington is in the backfield. Quick drop back. Complete to Carlson. Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
The Cardinals did a good job that time, throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short, really puts the defense in a tough position.
The Cardinals will take the snap from the 35. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Ellington's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first. First and 10. Looking across the middle, underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. That leads us to second down.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Ellington's going to secure the handoff. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first. 2-minute warning. Third and 2 here after the run. Nickel formation for the defense here.
Wide 18.
He'll take the snap from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Fourth down, close to the first, so the offense stays on the field. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Makes the reception. They'll turn it over on downs.
We're all geniuses after the fact. The fact that you just failed on a fourth down try, you go, oh, man, I wish we'd have punted it. No, you got to make those decisions. You got to live with it. And now you hope the defense can come out there and stop the other team's offense.
Nickel formation here for the defense. First down and 10. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time. Too much pressure on the quarterback on that play, Phil.
That defense, boy, oh boy, are they aggressive, and they can get after the quarterback. We saw it on that play. This is going to be a tough assignment for this offensive line today.
Split backfield here. Griffin from the gun. Throws to the right. Finds Reed. Reed's tackled right at the 42.
The Redskins understand just get whatever yards you can every time you're going to play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here. In on third down, this is something they can handle.
3rd and 5. Griffin over to Garcon. The Redskins are up right now, Phil, and that's at least partly due to the play of their quarterback. Griffin's had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target. He's feeling it. He is absolutely in the groove.
First down at the 19. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Does it take talent to do something like this? You've got a time to pass where the football's going, where the receiver's going to catch it, and do the perfect timing. Hit that receiver, and that football comes flying out. Nice job that time. Incomplete pass.
Second down and 10. Breaks the tackle. They're going to get him here for a sack. The Redskins call a timeout. Their first. Calling that timeout. Offense back out on the field. Now looking at third down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Griffin in the shotgun formation. Taking off. Gives himself up. Defense calls a timeout. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. And he puts it through for 3.
Well, that time the offense had great field position. They don't take advantage of it, but at least they get 3 points. Good job by the kicker coming in and getting some points on the board.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. It's first down as they head to the line. Browns lined up in the slot.
Wide, 18.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Almost intercepted that time.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Second down coming up. Ellington's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. They'll run it here. Picks up about 2. The Redskins, 1 timeout remaining. Third down. Ellington is in the backfield. To the ground. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. The punter awaits the snap. And no return as this goes for a touchback. First down coming up. And Morris is going to take the handoff now.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
It's now second down. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Buchanan's in on the tackle. So that's going to do it for the first half. Redskins are up in this one.
All right. Welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cardinals did not come out and play the way they wanted to in the first half. The Redskins, on the other hand, struggled last week but have turned it around here today. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Here early in the first. The quick pass, it's complete, and he'll end up at their own 45-yard line before being tackled.
Jackson's running this one out, and they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Redskins getting set now for their next series. RG3 out of the pistol. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Abraham's there to take him down.
Number 10 with the carry off the play.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Second and short following the run. And Morris is lined up as the single back. Breaks free. Shaughnessy's all over that offense and brings him down. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Griffin by himself in the backfield from the shotgun. He's got a little bit of daylight here, and now he'll slide. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The defense comes out in the dime. And Morris has got it on the handoff. And Morris is stopped there.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Griffin set in the pistol. The lineman tries to plead his case, but it looks like a false start.
False start, offense.
Second and 9 now following the penalty on the offense. Garçon's in the slot. Looks to his left. The pass doesn't find a mark.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Griffin's going to be in the pistol here. Third and 9. RG3 going down the field.
Deep passes in the NFL, they always serve a purpose. You're not always going to get the completion, but at least it gets the defense thinking that you will try some long throws down the field.
The Redskins call for the punt. Peterson's got it at the 15, and at the 25, he'll be brought down. First down, offense readying for the snap. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Set up screen. That's an interception. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
Sean Sweezum readying his team for the kickoff. Made right around the 26-yard line. First down here. And Fitzgerald's a receiver in the slot. Brought down at the 32.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. They're setting up screen. They'll mark him at the 46.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
First down at the 46. The give. He's headed right. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. They are down in this game even with their dynamic rushing attack. Now, will they stay with it or go to the pass?
I think they'll stay with it because they have been so dominating. Get out in those open spaces, break a tackle. That's how you come back quickly.
Offense lines up here.
Let's go, let's go. 1-8.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. On the money. Carlson's marked down after a gain of 9.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Let's go, let's go.
Palmer's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And he's intercepted. In on the stop.
What a job by the linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. And what a pair of hands. A linebacker who can do it all.
RG3 from the gun. Finds Reed and a gain of 4.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
And Morris is in the backfield. Single back set. Here's the handoff. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Riffin the third will have it in the pistol. 3rd and 2. And Morris is taking the handoff.
The Cardinals defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The Redskins call for the punt. They'll take it at the 20. The Cardinals are set for their next possession. They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 20. Ellington's handed the football. He's taken down at the 23. The Cardinals have turned it up a notch with their running game today, Phil. Ellington's been absolutely brilliant and almost impossible to bring down.
What a dominating performance by this offense today. Just coming out and out-hitting the defense, giving the running back opportunities, and they are taking advantage of it. Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
The Cardinals take it from the 38. Ellington on the screen. Good piece of tackling. The Cardinals haven't had an easy time passing the football lately.
A good way to turn around your offense in the passing game when it's not working. Throw some screens, even run some draws. Get the defense thinking. If you do that, it'll be much easier to throw the football.
The catch is made, and it's Ryan Clark who was able to tackle him. They've come out in the dime package. First down at the 48. Ellington's going to secure the handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Wasting no time now for this next play. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd down and 5. Brings it into his body and tackled down at the 43-yard line. And Phil, in a close game where neither quarterback has played well, it's going to be interesting to see who steps up at the end.
Yeah, you got to know as a quarterback in situations like this that it's probably not going to get better, so you got to deal with it mentally and try to fight through it and make some plays down the stretch.
The tackle is made. Look at the rushing totals for both sides. Neither defense has had much luck slowing down the run.
Well, it's not about luck. It's about trying hard. It's about want to, and I do not see that from the defensive side. That's why the offenses are having so much success running the football here today. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Offense lines up here.
Let's go. Blue 95.
Second down and 6. Dwyer's going to take the handoff now. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
This team likes to throw the football in the end zone once they get inside the red zone. This is a nice changeup. They fool them. Well, they thought they were going to fool them with the run, but it only gets a short gain.
Dwyer is in the backfield.
Let's go.
Palmer's got it in the gun. And Fitzgerald's got it. First down. First down here after the completion. Mounting a serious drive. Palmer's going to take it from the gun. Dwyer's met after a gain of 8. Second down now. They get set quickly, ready for another snap.
Let's go.
He'll get it again. There's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
It's a good touchdown by the offense there. And, and what it's done, it's gotten this game closer. Gives them confidence, and confidence is a dangerous thing. We'll see if they can keep moving forward after this.
The Redskins returners are back deep. They still have that big lead. Scores 24-13. Takes it from the 4, and here we go. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. They face first down. One last play before the quarter ends. And Morris has got it on the handoff. And that gains 1. 1 quarter to go, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down here after that run play. Griffin's setting up now in the pistol. The final quarter underway now with this snap. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. Looking ahead, the Cardinals will be on the road in Oakland next week, while the Redskins will be playing at home next week. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. 3rd and 7. Throws the pass. Pierre Garçon has the catch.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
The Redskins call for the punt. Peterson with a chance to return this one. He's tackled right at the 31. The Cardinals will begin their drive from the 31 now. The Redskins come out in a dime package.
Get ready. Blue 58.
First down at the 31. Very nearly intercepted.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
2nd and 10. Heaving it down the field. Wow, what a catch. Touchdown and drawing close.
Good job by the offensive coordinator calling those plays. Leads to a touchdown. They're just slowly chipping away at this lead. Now can their defense come out and help them out?
All right, now, Blue 58.
You talk about momentum. That turns into an 8-point trip, the touchdown and the 2.
This offense and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, they're all aggressive. So, hey, well, it's not good enough just to get a touchdown. They want to get that extra point or 2 points. Nice job that time.
No return here. This will be coming out to the 20. The Redskins now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive. Griffin's lining up in the pistol. Now 1st and 10. They'll go ground. Abraham's there that time for the tackle. The Cardinals have focused on controlling the ground game all year, but today they've lost the battle, and that's a reason why they trail in this one, Phil.
You know, sometimes stopping the run is just about a couple things. One, it's about toughness, just wanting to do it, and you need great willpower. They are not showing that so far today.
Morris is in the backfield. The Redskins from the 27. Griffin, play action. Trying to escape the pressure, and there he goes, sliding to get away from the hit.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
RG3 out of the pistol. The Redskins take it from the 33. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
Out of the gun. Looking long. No one's going to get him now. The 20, the 10. Going to take it home for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Redskins.
What a terrible job by the defense. That time, nobody even covers the receiver. He is wide open down the field. And, hey, nice job by the quarterback going through his progression. He finds the open guy and gets a touchdown pass.
Griffin's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. Tackles made right around the 26-yard line. The Cardinals are getting set for their next possession.
Here we go. Blue 58.
The Cardinals snap it up at the 26. Intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Well, you got to have the draw play in your game or a delay. You know what that does? It fools the defense, and anytime you fool the defense, you usually get good gains.
The defense comes out in the dime. The Redskins take it from the 38. An open lane, and he's tackled down after picking up the first. First down on the way. Offense lines up here, and Morris is taking the handoff, and they bring him down at the 33-yard line. After running it, it's 2nd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Griffin from the gun. Jackson's got the catch and the first. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Garçon's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Morris on the screen. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3. You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about 2 teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is 2 different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim, and it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
Griffin set in the pistol. The Redskins from the 22. Finds Reed. Abraham's there to make the tackle. The Cardinals have kept teams out of the end zone all season long, but today they are giving up a ton of points.
Jim, I'll say this. They are absolutely getting shredded in every department on the defensive side. They can't stop anything. Just a bad day.
Griffin in the shotgun formation. The defense gets the sack.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down here. Ellington's lined up directly behind the back. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Gets about 9 on the play. Second down coming up. Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either, so they're having an outstanding day.
One back up top. Looking across the middle, over to Carlson. Carlson's tackled down at the 32. Orakpo still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. First down following the long play. Screen with 2 hands. He has it. They break through. Tackle him behind the line. Ellington is in the backfield. Second down and a long way to go. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
This defense can pressure the quarterback. There's no doubt about it. They did this time, and it results in another incompletion.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. The Cardinals snap it at the 36. Could have been intercepted.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The coach is going to go for it. The defense comes out in the nickel. The Cardinals snap it at the 36. Trying to work that left side. Failed to pick up the first down, and they'll give the ball back to the other side.
Situations like this sometimes can cost you the game. You're down in the second half. Why would you go for it on 4th down in this situation? You don't get it, that decision might cost you this football game.
2 tight ends on the field here. Takes it. Ball's on the ground, and it's a takeaway.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
Carson Palmer takes a look down from under center. Complete to Carlson. Carlson's able to get the job done and picks up the first down. Offense lines up here. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Got the completion. Gains 17.
Well, even though they're down more than 7 here, the offense down the red zone, it'll be good for them for the rest of this game. Their confidence for the offensive coach if they can punch this.
Intercepted. Running room. Redskins in for the score.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception by the defense and then taking it back all the way for the score?
Put an additional 2 points on the board as they convert. The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals come onto the field now for this next series. They've come out in the dime package.
All right, now, blue 58. Blue 58.
First down at the 28. He'll throw it over the middle. Picks up 8 here. After that grab, it's now second down and 2. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. From the gun, Dwyer's handed the football and gains about 1. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nickel formation for the defense here. 3rd and 1. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line.
Here we go.
Palmer's back in shotgun formation. That's a missed opportunity, and now they'll have to bring out the defense.
I'll just say this, Jim. When you're a gambling football team, you're willing to go for it on 4th down, even though you're losing in the second half and you don't get it. You just got to deal with a little bit of adversity and hope your defense can go out there and stop the other team's offense.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
RG3 from the gun. Gets it out for the completion. Tackles made. The Redskins have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Griffin's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart making decisions. And when you put those 2 things together, that's why your football team's winning. Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Down in the locker room right now, Phil, what do you think the atmosphere is after this kind of loss today?
Well, it's about as bad as you can imagine it, Jim. You know, you put so much work into these games that after you lose, you're physically beat, you're